So what is the greatest advice that if somebody wanted one piece of important advice before they start their filmmaking career, what kind of advice would you give them?
If you want a specific path for how to do your career, go be an engineer because it's going to be a lot easier.
When I'm feeling down, I can't win. Pour a strong cup of coffee and I tune in. I'm waking on up to Java with Jim. I know my best day can begin. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Job with the Gyms. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. Now you have a friend in the real estate business, and I've got my good buddy Jim T. Chong the Wok Star with me. Now you have a friend in the publicity business. We've got Katherine King here in the house, and she is an award-winning filmmaker. We've been talking to her all week, and we're learning some great stuff about how she operates. And I know some of you are asking, well, what kind of advice does she have for me? Am I right, Jim?
You are absolutely right. I'm enjoying this, and she pulled in the rickshaw, which is Asian influence. So I do appreciate that. But more importantly, we're not going to talk about tea, which is also Asian influence, but we are going to talk about in your cup today, Jim.
Well, you know what? As I try to write my little jokes about my coffee, sometimes I recycle the same joke over and over again. So, and I think when you hear it, you'll just call it deja brew. Okay, Katherine, I'd like to thank you for coming
It
back
goes like that, Catherine.
one more time. You have dropped some knowledge bombs on us about how people should work with a team when they're making films and they come up with award-winning product like yourself. So what is the greatest advice that if somebody wanted one piece of important advice before they start their filmmaking career, what kind of advice would you give them?
If you want a specific path for how to do your career, go be an engineer because it's going to be a lot easier.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
go to college, you get a job, then you're good. So there's no specific plan in a creative field. I think my early acceptance of that is part of my success. I don't sweat a lot of things as far as how to do them. I think the amount of time I spend on how I should do something is time lost. I do it sometimes, but it's a creative field. You need to learn to trust your instincts. You need to learn, you need to develop your own creativity and your own voice. That's only going to come through doing it. It's going to come through doing it. So if you're a writer, you have to write to learn how to write well. If you're an actor, you just need to be practicing that skill. And then as a filmmaker, which I have really enjoyed growing into, coming from acting and writing, and then now filmmaker is like, I guess you're doing the whole thing in one way or the other. Filmmaking to me is about you are the storyteller. You're the storyteller now. You're not just part of the storytelling like an actor. So you need to develop your voice. You need to have a good story, and then you need to have a good plan for how to carry it out. We mentioned on the earlier episode the power of a good team. So once you have a good story, which you're probably going to develop more or less by yourself, just your own inner practices of how to do that. And then you have a good story, you need to bring the good team along. And then you need to bring people that know how to do what you don't know how to do. That's kind of the key.
Yeah,
And
that
then
is.
the part I'm working on, full disclosure, I'm learning as I go. I'm a very DIY person. That's just my method. It could be somebody else could have a different method. They could go to film school or whatever. I love learning DIY. I just feel like that's how I learn. And so I am learning right now how to market my film, how to get the word out there. So obviously the next component is promotion, marketing, and such like that. So that's why I'm talking to you guys. Watch the Delicate Cycle. You know, we won Best Short Film, and it's pretty awesome.
Is it
So-
something that we can watch online now?
In film festivals, they disqualify you if you do that.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would
So
love.
how-
I will put it up as soon as I am done with that process.
Okay.
But the trailer is online, so you can get a good taste of it. The Delicate Cycle trailer is on YouTube,
Okay.
and
Share a link.
and then you know, we'll be in some film festivals coming up shortly, I think. And so depending on where people live, they could go watch it there. So to be announced.
Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, Jim, do you have any final words for the week?
No, I think this is really good. I think I still stick with the fact that you've done so much in a short period of time because you were influenced, and I encourage you spark the creativity in people. At a very young age, that really helps. But I will say that I'm inspired by what you say, what you shared, and check out the Delicate Cycle when it's available online. So I'm very excited to meet you, and very excited about just really being able to advance a lot of things through film and watching you progress as well. Jim, back to you.
Okay, Catherine, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, keep in touch with Catherine if you want to be in the know when her movie is available online, because I know you're going to want to watch it, or you might want to drive and have a little road trip out to her next festival and see her win another award. Okay, see you guys again for the next episode of Job with the Gyms. Thank you very much.